Welcome back.
Welcome
Well, welcome
back.
back. Welcome back.
What is
Sorry for the
that?
weird intro.
Welcome to Illyria. Welcome, 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 welcome to
I,
Illyria.
what's Illyria? Where's that from?
That's so she is the man. Is that
Oh,
little excerpt from? And I believe that was it's not much about not to do about nothing. What is that? What's the play that's based on?
I don't
What's
know.
she's the man. Oh God. Based on like welcome to our episode, by the
Yeah,
way. The
we are
12th night.
happier.
Oh my God.
Oh, the 12th night.
The 12th night.
Well, welcome back to our chaos, which is this podcast. We're so happy
Exactly.
you guys are back. I'm
What's
trying to keep my
new?
life. Yeah, that's the thing.
Brief
Immediately trail off.
immediately is like, what? Who? Where?
We are so
What?
excited though. But also speaking of, wow. Nope.
Speaking of, speaking of,
Speak
speaking of, speaking of, speaking
speaking
of,
of
speaking of.
she's the man.
Yes.
Sydney White is on Netflix in Canada right now.
Oh my God. Okay, I was just thinking about that movie. Oh fuck. Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, go on. Yes, yes.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
I'm very excited to watch it again, and maybe
Yes.
probably like 5 or 7 times because
Yeah.
it's just it just hits the
So
spot.
good. And I
It's
mean,
our
oh gosh,
favorite.
so good.
It's just like,
It's
do you have the Mr. Who sound?
it's okay. I brought my own. Oh, we froze.
No,
Oh,
it's
we froze.
okay. I brought my
I
own.
brought my own, which is like
I know
an
we did,
ongoing joke
but
in
it's
our
okay.
family. It's like, it's okay. I brought my own. It's like,
Yeah, literally. That's what I said when I brought ranch and barbecue sauce to Cuba. It's okay. I
brought my
brought
own.
my own.
I brought my own. Exactly. Classic Amanda Bynes. Like, right?
Oh,
So good.
that's such a good movie.
So
It's my,
good.
I would probably say, yeah, it's actually my favorite Amanda Bynes movie. I like She's the Man,
Seriously.
but not as much as Sydney White. I really loved it. I loved the message all throughout. I loved
Uh-huh.
every character. I
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
Right. You're actually, yeah, I really enjoyed Sydney White in like all
Yeah.
aspects of like it was like
It was just so
goofy
good. And
and
it wasn't like
good,
a,
little
yeah,
romantic, super cheesy, but like
but like also
really
funny
funny.
as fuck. Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Really.
many damn good laughs that you're like, oh
Yeah,
God.
exactly. So good. And like it's such a ride too. Like what I was thinking
Yeah.
about, I'm like, oh yeah, like this happens and that's not even like half the movie over. It's like,
Hmm.
oh, it's really good.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
I love it. So
welcome
if
to
you
our
are in
podcast.
Canada and if you have Netflix, we would highly recommend Sydney White because goddamn, it's obviously a play off of Snow White.
Snow White, yes.
So there are some really fun um
I'm
little
gonna look
moments
here.
that relate back to that movie. So it's fun. It's good. And Amanda Bynes before things got a little wild in that woman's life. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we definitely
yeah,
don't have Sydney White here in Ireland. I'm just double
that's too
checking
bad.
here. No, we
It'll
don't.
probably well, don't worry, Jess. It'll probably still be there once you come
Hell
to Canada. So
yeah. So we've got these things they're called a dodgy box. Fun fact. That's like how
oh,
they're known across the land is a dodgy box and it's like
okay.
illegal. So I don't have
Oh,
one.
nice.
I don't
Okay.
even know
All
where you
right.
acquire these things because I don't have one either. But
That's right.
anyways,
Dodgy
wouldn't even know.
box. You
They're
can't
called
get
dodgy
those on
box.
Amazon.
You can't get them from Amazon. You can't get them online. But
So
anyways,
funny.
but you can like it's like
They're
what do
like
we
a
have?
streamer box,
Exactly.
probably. Yeah. Like an
Literally.
Android box in Canada, etc.
Yes.
Well,
Exactly. But they're
yeah,
called a
like a
dodgy box.
Fire Stick, all that kind of
Yeah,
good stuff.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
think it is first. Anywho, doesn't matter. But yeah, so I
Hmm.
can get it all there if I really desired it. But
Nice.
yes, super. I was just thinking about that movie the other day. Oh
Oh,
my God,
that's
like
so funny.
I feel like we've had obviously so many guests on that like we haven't had a good chance to like decompress like
Yeah.
with each other about
We've
any of
had
it.
so many fucking good guests though. Holy
Mhm.
shit. This season has been unreal. We are
Yeah.
so fucking lucky to have
Right.
the amount of guests that we had and the people that we
Oh,
that like took the time to do it. Like, oh, we
yeah.
love
I
you. Thank
the
you so much for
quality of
spending the
our
time
like
with us.
yeah, our community is just like phenomenal. Like
When it was nice to grow and like go to different parts of the world that we hadn't met these
yes,
people in person ever.
literally,
We had no
literally.
connections to them, but they just popped up
Yeah.
somehow. I was like, we need
I'm
to
trying to
talk to
think
her.
in like the last, well, okay, like the last one was Andrea. Yeah, like that one was like a social media connection, like
Hmm.
random.
Yeah.
Janessa, I know,
In
and we met
Saskatoon.
through
Yeah.
Bev. Yeah.
Yeah.
Abby Lopez is the absolutely Abby.
Yeah.
Again,
Social
social
media.
media.
Hmm.
Carrie Fetter, Soulfully Alive. I don't know her, but you do.
I found her on social media again too.
Social
There's
media
just
as
like
well
certain ones that would pop
for
up in my algorithm
connections,
that I'm like, okay, who are you?
right?
And I just
Like,
went for it.
I think that's so
I basically
great.
let my guides be like, we need some people. Who would be someone who would just be like our jam? And
Yeah,
it led to some pretty unreal people this year. So we're so grateful and thankful.
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
But
And
yeah, like,
our next week episode, we have a really wonderful guest as well. And then we have one more episode after that to complete for this season.
yeah. Oh
So
my
if
God,
there, I
already?
know, I know.
That's crazy.
I know. So if anyone out there has any requests for our third season dropping in
Yes,
July,
please
if there's
join
anyone in
us.
particular that you'd like us to connect with, even if that means yourself, you don't have to have a business. You don't have to have a social media platform with anything
Yeah,
metaphysical. But if you want to just be like, I'm going to chat with these two, then give
oh
us a shout out or her. We're here
yeah,
for it.
yeah,
Yeah, we like it. We like
yeah.
it a lot.
I love it. I love it.
Yes.
So I have like an actual plan for this episode, but I
Yeah,
have
I'm here
other
for it.
things I want to talk about before that.
Okay.
What was I gonna say first?
If you are in
Um,
Saskatoon this weekend, that is where I forgot where my
the expo
tickets are. Oh yeah,
is,
yeah, the New
yeah,
Earth Expo is happening today. This
correct.
is
And we still
Saturday
have some tickets
today.
left if you are interested. So yeah, this is
Yeah,
Saturday, so it's still on Saturday and Sunday.
yeah,
So ask us if you
yeah,
want or whatever, like there's
yeah.
tickets
If you want
available.
for if you just want to save $12.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Save some money.
yeah.
The other thing I was gonna say is I've gotten a few messages because people are like, "Oh my God, what's going on today? Like, I feel so out of whack." And even myself, I'm like having conversations with people, and I'm like, I
Mhm.
actually don't know where I'm going. Like, what the fuck? But it is a
Mm.
portal day.
Is it
It
really?
is a portal day, exactly. So there's a few of them obviously for, like throughout the year. So it is
Hmm.
March 15th today. The
Yeah.
Ides of March as well, by fun fact. Julie Krieger's birthday. Happy birthday, Julie.
Oh.
I don't think she listens to this podcast, but happy birthday, Jules.
Yeah,
Um,
we're gonna make sure you do listen to this
yeah,
now.
exactly. Now you have to. Sorry, girlie. I'll never forget your birthday. Oh,
I
my
love
birthday is
this.
a portal day this year too. Fun fact.
Okay, tell me,
Anyways,
how do you know these are portal days? Tell me about this.
so it started out with like, okay, like what in the world is going on today? Um, there because I was like, ugh, just like totally out of sorts. Like, what's going on? Obviously,
Yeah.
like, as your body's going through its cycles and stuff like that can kind of do stuff. But because 2024 is a solar year, it kind of sprinkles what are called like gems throughout the year. So these are
Mm.
days that are like good for reflective times. They're times of transition. This is a time for guidance and kind of a chance for you to develop some opportunities as well. So at this time, people are
Interesting.
called to like meditate,
Yeah.
reflect, go into your spiritual practices, and
Ooh,
just kind of, yeah, kind of take that extra time.
I like
Um,
it. Hmm.
yeah. So another, I was going to say as well, when it comes to portal days, it
Hmm.
does feel like in my view, it's like the portal is like I might lose some people here, but I do feel like this is a time where some people, as they go about their things, it's things that they choose to do or not do, and send them on a different dimensional path, right? So I
Hmm.
don't know if you've
Oh yeah, that
ever
makes
like
sense.
worked with people in the past that like were different years ago, and now they've just, as you change, as you grow, right? Sometimes it means
Yeah,
you've grown into a different version of yourself, right? And
absolutely.
that
You're
version is
evolving.
either moved on or whatever,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? So I do feel like that's like kind of like this is kind of a time to do that.
Yeah.
Um, but now looking at the portal days for March. So this weekend, okay, so I just pulled up a website here, wegowild.com, just to get a little bit more direct
Ooh.
information on this. So today, oh sorry, so Friday the 15th, Saturday the 16th, Sunday the 17th. Oh Lord help me. It's basically from the 15th of March to the 24th of March. This is what that.
Is the portal time?
It's like all portal days within March. So like that's like the suspected one. The portal day, the most important one is the 15th. So this
Oh,
day is
can
about
you go
self. Oh
through what the
yes,
portal days are for the rest of the year so we know?
I
I'm just
sure
gonna write them
can.
down as well.
Yeah, I'll do March first, and then I'll go over the remainder
Sounds
ones there.
amazing. I like it.
So
Thanks.
so the March 15th day, so the one, this is the Friday, but again, this is gonna be going into the weekend. This day is
Hmm.
about self-reflection and transformation. So it's as if the universe is sending you an invitation to look inside yourself and consider the aspects of your life that may be hidden. You might learn things
Hmm.
about yourself that you've never noticed. So you can use
Ooh,
March 15th to take time for yourself, sit down quietly, close your eyes, and listen to your inner self. What thoughts,
neat.
feelings, sensations come up for you in March? It's as if you have discovered a valuable treasure within you. So on this day, you might consider your personal goals and dreams. Are there changes that you want to make? So again, this is time for like to gather clarity and, yeah, reflect on kind of,
I like it.
what's to come as well. So
Mhm.
for the year, okay, so all 2024 days, January 5th, February 3rd, March 15th, April 11th, May 11th, June 16th,
Mhm.
July 8th,
Oh,
August
crazy.
15th,
Mhm.
September 22nd,
Oh, sorry,
October,
22nd.
yeah, sorry, September 22nd,
Mhm.
October 21st, November 30th, and December 19th. And now, like, again, that portal time can kind of run from like the whole week. But
Yeah.
those would be like the pivotal dates, kind of like their highest point there, right? So
And
so
is there
each,
for every
yeah,
one of those portals, is there a different thing?
there is a different like kind of goal for that time. So like right with March,
Oh.
we're focusing on self-reflection and
Mhm.
transformation.
Yeah.
With April, we're looking or focusing on creativity and expression. For May, we're looking at interpersonal relationships and communication. Um,
That's funny for you.
I know, lols. June is inner wishes and goals that we need to start to recognize and to honor. July is going to be about connection to your own body and your own needs. So this is like a very like I'm like such a little prude. I'm like, oh, like your sexual identity.
You're like, ew, yucky.
Guys, I don't talk about it at all. Like if that's what I mean. I clutch my pearls and I'm like, Jesus.
I laugh so much. I'm like, you're so funny,
I know.
Jessica.
I know.
You are so, and that's
Aren't I
okay. You're
so
allowed to be
funny? I'm
yourself.
just
You're
like, it's
allowed to not.
just part of me, okay? Just,
I know, but I'd just love to tease you because
I know you do.
goddamn,
And you're not the only one. Like literally, I've got friends who are like, come on, Jess. I was like, I can't, guys. Like I
you're like,
will
I
I
literally
shan't
cannot.
be saying anything. I shan't.
I
Um,
shan't.
okay, April, or sorry, August.
Uh-huh.
August. August is about so reflection and growth. So this is the time to like reflect on old chapters of your life. So this would be like the time
Oh,
to like they say like shine a light on like the past moments. So like going
okay.
through an old photo album. You know what I mean? You're going through
Hmm.
Facebook, your wall, or your old albums and kind of like not reliving, but like reflecting
Just
on those
remembering.
experiments. Yeah, exactly. Kind of
Nice.
remembering what you gained from those experiences as well.
Nice.
September, we're focusing on becoming aware on your like in regards to your emotions. So this is like stepping into a space where you're able to recognize kind of every emotion that you bring to the table.
Oh.
um October, which is okay, finding calm and balance. So you can imagine yourself floating on a calm lake, letting the waves of hustle and bustle flow away. So this is like when I think of October 22nd. Yeah, it's interesting. When I like listen to my body, I feel like in my chest and my back, it's like when you're I don't know what that means, but if
Yeah, I
you're
see waves
watching
of
this,
the ocean.
right? Yeah. So it is just like going
Hmm.
with the flow. And actually
Just
October
like
is a
the,
very yeah, October is like that like the portal time is really long. It's 13 days. So it's like the
wow,
longest portal time. So well, which is great because that gives you ample
that's
time to
nice.
like to focus on this and take care of yourself and bring that more positive attitude into your life, right? So it's a good time to
Well,
show
it's nice
balance.
too because if you're trying to be calm, you can't just be like, you've 2 days to find your calm.
Literally, exactly. So yeah, they're the most like the strongest days the 21st, but there's like portal
Mm,
days scattered throughout October. As
okay,
early as the 3rd and as late as the 30th. So
nice. And then
this is
November
all
30th, what's that
yeah.
then? What's
Oh,
that one
sorry.
for?
November is exploring your wisdom.
Mm,
This is like you're looking again kind of on your spiritual journey and um your inner self. You want to find some answers to some deeper questions.
cool. And December?
And then December, renew your energy. So this is like the cleansing rituals that you want to do to kind of like a reset. Um, I guess it's almost again you're closing that
I like
chapter
it.
of sorts for the year,
I
or
like
starting
that.
to close it. And again with December, there's going to be quite a few days as well. I don't know if
Mm,
there's 13 or more, but I mean there's quite a few of them, right? But as
I like
everybody
that.
knows, December can drain you quite a bit. So Yeah.
Well,
So
and it makes so much sense that it's like the
mhm,
renew time, the reset time, because it
mhm,
is the end of the year. For a lot of people, that is their reset
exactly.
time. That's
Exactly.
cool. I
So
wrote that down so I have it as a
yeah.
reminder. I like that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say one more thing about portal days because there's a few different
Hmm.
things that you can do to like prepare.
Hmm.
Um, just yeah, because we know that this is going to be like a strong, energetic time for you. Like I said, like I feel like my ass was kicked today. Like I kind of said to you earlier, I was like I am
Oh,
like
yeah.
menstruating. I had a
Yeah.
fucking tension headache from hell, and I'm like, and I was solo parenting all day because Ryan was out, and I'm like,
Yeah.
like you know, so anyway, so
Yeah.
you do what you can, right? Like there's no mandatory things for anyways, but this can kind of help, ease the burden of the days because like I said, they're very strong energetically. So in your steps to prepare, oh, self-reflection. Begin by finding a moment of peace and questioning yourself. Consider what areas of life you'd like to deepen or improve. Take time to identify your goals and your desires. So again, just taking that minute to have that conversation with yourself.
I love that.
Set some clear intentions. Write down your intentions for the portal days. So, what do you
Hmm.
want to achieve today? What's your personal growth goal? Right? Do you
Nice.
have inner peace? What does it feel like? Do you have a
Yeah.
goal for change? Right?
Yeah.
Let's set some intentions as to how to achieve these things.
Yeah.
Next would be meditation or relaxation. So, meditation,
Nice.
breathing exercises, relaxation techniques. Basically, you want to get yourself into that calm state, of relaxation where you can kind of let the ebbs and flows of those days kind of help activate opposed to oppress.
Cool.
Conscious
I
self-care.
like
So
it.
yeah, just paying attention, getting enough sleep, eating healthy, allow yourself movements of relax or sorry, allow yourself moments of relaxation, right? So again,
Mm.
allowing yourself that time can really take the pressure off.
Yeah.
So cultivating positive thoughts, again, bringing in all of the positivity and letting go of self-doubt and like negative thoughts, right?
Yeah.
Spend some time in nature, connect, go for a walk, get outside, take some deep breaths outside even. Another one would be like keep a diary. So like recording your thoughts and observations. Again, like getting your thoughts out on paper sometimes can help, decrease that stress level as well.
Hmm.
It's a great time for rituals if you have any. Meditation, of course, we kind of spoke on. But like if you have any, intentions or rituals that you do, even like during your moon cycles, this is a good time to kind of bring them in as well. Um, I guess some other things is because there's like again, energy is really high right now. Um, being open and willing to change, right? It's not things don't always have to change, but we
Yeah.
have to allow our bodies and our lives to kind of go the way they're going to go. So focusing on like obviously the positive things that we want to come through, but that is,
Mhm.
it can bring big surprises sometimes. And
Sure.
then yeah, showing gratitude. Basically that's like, thanking, creator or your God
Yeah.
or,
Whatever
other
feels the
things.
best for you.
Exactly.
Whoever. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So
Sweet.
portal
This is a
days.
good time. Good.
Definitely.
Amazing.
Like I said, kicked my ass. Kicked it right,
Okay.
right.
Well, technically me too. So
Exactly. So
self-reflection. Now I'm just like, ooh,
I know,
maybe I
right?
should go to that expo
You should definitely go to
tonight.
that expo. I think if you have any free time, you should, but because
I
it's
do have
free.
lots of free time right now.
But
Yeah, it's free for me
if you
right
want
now.
to, oh, I love
Yeah,
it.
maybe me and Harrison will go take a
I
little
know.
look-see around and we'll
Oh my
report
God.
back.
I would love that. Honestly, I would love that. I have to live vicariously through someone. 'Cause I haven't done anything. I was telling Ryan, I haven't done anything witchy
Oh,
since when we had Tracy on the episode. I did like our cord cutting then and did a
oh, which
spell
is
candle
so
that night.
powerful.
But like
Yeah.
I just like haven't done
That,
anything.
it's wild. So since that cord cutting experience, our beautiful friend needed to do a cord cutting ceremony of her own. I'm not going to say her name because I don't want
Yeah,
to.
no, that's fine. Yeah. Our friend of ours anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was so incredibly powerful for her. She did it on her own. She just kind of took what we were kind of doing for Tracy.
Yeah.
And it was so powerful that it like exploded a glass dish that the candle was on. The wax was everywhere, but it made some significant things happen immediately.
Good. That's so good.
So yeah,
I
it's
haven't had a
pretty
chance
neat.
to chat with her about that. I
Nice.
actually see her in a couple of weeks anyways, but
Oh, that's awesome.
that's
Yeah, no,
crazy.
yeah. So if you're looking for some big movement in your life, a candle courting. Wow.
A candle courting. I get it. That's my words too.
I'm
Yep.
still sleepy, apparently.
That's okay. I
I'm like,
totally get
wake
it.
up, Brittany, wake up. Yeah,
Wake up.
no.
It's a Saturday night. Hilary Duff has been on my brain all day. And I was like, how am I going to name this episode? Because I think it needs to be after like Hillary. Anyways,
Come clean from
literally, I was like, I don't think I would want to put Come Clean as our name of our episodes, but I'm like,
Oh, it's too
let
scandalous,
the
Jessica.
rain fall down. The
Well, I'm gonna
bad
take a look.
times.
Oh my God, that's funny. I am
Let
gonna take a
it
look
all show
real
you.
fast. 'Cause what
Yeah,
are the other song titles? They would be So Yesterday. Oh my God. That would be perfect because the portal day.
was so yesterday. That's hilarious.
The
This is what
portal
I
day was so yesterday.
saw yesterday. I love that song. Okay,
Oh my
anyways,
God. Anyways, I'm sorry,
yeah,
guys. So Jessica
anyways,
actually had a plan for this
I have
episode.
a
Did we
plan.
derail it? Yeah, we
Okay, so
did.
yeah, but you know what? It's fine because this is how it is, right? Okay,
Mhm.
so it all started. Okay, so my son was supposed to go on a field trip earlier this week. Beautiful day on Monday. Oh my goodness, it was gorgeous. Went for a nice walk with Maria. It was fantastic. What a beautiful day.
Mhm.
And they were supposed to go to this like local farm just down the road from the school. One of like
Nice.
two of the kids that go to his class, it's his grandparents or whoever, and they've got all these animals. It's a great time.
Mm.
Anyways, yep, Tuesday, fantastic. Weather warning.
Oh,
And they work in three levels here. They work in like yellow, orange, and red, and it was
mm.
in the orange zone or yellow orange.
What does
So it
that
got
mean? Does that
canceled.
mean like a
Severe rain and wind, essentially, right? Or like big waves if
but
you're on the coast, like
would
you
it
know.
be like I know this is kind of a dumb question, but it's because I don't really know, but like hurricanes, is that
I
something that's
I don't think so. Hurricanes
because
is
I just know
Ireland.
that there's water, but I don't know what that all kind of means. Like, because
Yeah.
we get tornadoes in Saskatoon.
Yeah. We get like really bad storms, but we don't get any hurricanes. Let me just look here.
Any like plow winds, or is that also a prairie thing?
I don't know. We just get like really bad winds. Really bad winds. You know what I
Which would be
mean?
considered plow winds, though,
Yeah, I
because the plow winds
suppose.
in Saskatchewan like
Yeah.
destroy homes. So
Oh, exactly. Now,
they
are
flip
hurricanes
trampolines into
tropical
others' yards.
only?
I don't know.
I don't know if they're tropical or not. Anyways, doesn't matter. But yeah, we get really bad. Like our in our winter season is September to oh yeah. What? Friday, September. You make this make sense.
Okay.
2023 to 2024 storm season
Okay.
runs from Friday, September 1st, 2023
Okay. Okay.
to Saturday, August 31st, 2024, inclusive.
So it's
It's just
never
all
lit
year.
in.
It's just always on. It's just okay,
When
cool.
is Ireland's
Thanks.
storm
When is
season?
like I'm sorry,
It is
what?
all year
What is this
long.
website? It's like, oh, okay, it's all the time. Okay, yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. So it's 24/7, 7 days a week.
Okay, so yeah, exactly.
You live in
Literally,
Ireland, welcome to storm season.
welcome to storm season. It says that on this website. Like what? Storm center. Okay. All right. We'll just bunker
Okay,
down.
cool. That's
Anywho,
great.
so yes, anyways, Monday was a great day. It was really nice. It's like 12 degrees, it was
Mhm.
perfect. But it was just really nice to be outside. I was like, oh, he's gonna have such a great time at the farm tomorrow. Text later that day saying storm warning, we're gonna cancel for now.
Yeah.
Whatever. So
Oh, well, he
they
doesn't
got
need
rained
to
out.
see any wildlife getting thrown about.
No, it wasn't bad. It was like just rainy. Do you know what I mean? It was like those in there are like really severe weather warnings. This one was just like
Yeah,
a lot of rain. Do you know what I mean? So like some
right.
some flooding in areas. Like we have some rivers by us. Like we've got one river on the side and like one stream on like my walk area.
Uh-huh.
And like
Yeah.
they burst the banks when they
Like the
overflow a little
dams.
bit.
I guess
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
dams.
They're
Are they
not dams.
dams?
They just like flood the fields. Do you know what I mean? Like if they break,
Oh,
they burst the seams or whatever, and then it's
it's like
just
a
like yeah.
water wall, right? I don't know.
Sure. I don't know. You're throwing all these terms I've never heard of. Anywho,
I don't know.
so I was
Maybe are
thinking
dams just from beavers? Just kidding.
dams. Yeah, we don't have beavers. Fun fact.
No,
Um,
which is funny. It's funny as fuck. The amount of the animals that you do have there and the animals that would actually thrive in that environment.
I
I'm very,
know.
very surprised you guys don't have bears
I
or
know.
beavers
You
because
know
they would
what?
both like fully thrive in
I
that
know.
environment.
And okay, so again, guys, we know that we do all the side notes. I do this like
Mhm.
toddler and parent group on Mondays that I go to,
Yeah.
and they have this like big box of fucking animals and dinosaurs or whatever. And we're
Yeah.
tidying up at the end of the day. Maria's doing
Yeah.
one thing, and I'm like tidying up. And this little boy, he's so sweet. He's helping me clean up. I said, "Oh, can you go grab the moose?" And he was like looking over there. I'm like, "Oh, like there's the moose. Can you go get it?" And mom's like, "It's the one that looks like a horse." I was like, "Oh my God, he has no idea what a moose is. Why would
Ooh,
he have any idea? Like they don't
yeah, you're
have
right
moose
though.
here. They don't,
And if there
yeah,
isn't any shows that have a moose on it, they would have
exactly."
zero
I'm like,
idea.
"Okay, Elliot Moose." Like, anyways.
Oh yeah,
So,
it's
anyways,
so
okay. So
funny.
fun fact,
God.
no moose.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, so the trip got canceled, super bummed. Anyways, so they've
Yeah.
rebooked it for next Tuesday. That's
Nice.
fine. We had some excellent weather today. So, anyways, I was driving home from us kids, or me and the kids had just gone out for a walk this afternoon, came back.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, it's so nice to have this kind of weather. I was like, oh, like I really hope that this weather extends over to the weekend. And I'm like, oh, I should
Mhm.
really do like a spell candle like this. And I'm like, then I got to
Mm.
thinking. So I had mentioned to Brittany, like I said the term weather witches.
Yeah.
Cause I'm like, okay, like that's like, I could do like a spell candle and da 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 da. And I was like, no,
Mhm.
like this tradition has already been around longer than anybody knows. Like first thing that came to mind was like a rain dance, if you're familiar,
Oh, well,
Brittany.
yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
don't know if that's where you knew I was going with this, but
No idea. I
like in
had
terms
zero,
of,
I had zero
that's totally
idea what
fine.
you're doing.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, okay, like
Yeah.
that's fine. Like, obviously, calling on like um, you know, it's a
Trying
ceremonial
to talk to
dance.
creator to be like, please, please, please.
Literally, exactly. So that was my understanding, right?
Hmm.
Well, did I open up a whole can of worms
Love it.
weather witches or witchery or whatever you want to call. We had somebody
Mm.
on about like the dowsing rods and like the water ones, right? Like this kind of falls under that umbrella as well. Because a lot
Oh.
of like this is like a family trait almost sometimes is either the farming background or even just like general backgrounds. Um Magic like this can be passed down the family.
I can
And
believe that.
exactly. So it's like a yeah, like if you're coming from a time where like, oh, like your grandfather taught me this, you taught me how to look for water or taught me how to do this, it's like, oh, okay, well, there's other things that people have written about. So
Hmm.
I found some spells, I found some like traditions in that sense, but I thought I'd like kind of go over a little bit with you guys, just kind of a
Mm.
little looky look.
Let's
Um,
need to create a candle to
I know.
switch the weather.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay.
Hmm.
So there are, like I said, there's a few different things here. I'm gonna actually just bring up this last term because I can't remember what it. Hold on, I gotta go here. I have my not my cheat sheet, my notes here, but I closed one of the pages because I'm a silly goose. I'm a silly goose. Always,
The
you guys should.
silliest of the gooses.
Silliest gooses.
Silliest gooses.
Okay, okay, there we go. Perfect. Oh, for fudgesicle's sake. Come on. Okay, I just gotta do this because Lord knows what I'm doing. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, hold on. I had it all set up, guys, and now you're just watching me ramble. And
Yeah,
she's
good
so
job, Jess.
happy about it.
Well, while you're figuring that out, has anyone been following the Kate Middleton drama?
Oh my God, the conspiracy theory. But also, like, where the fuck is Kate Middleton? I have
There,
my own theories.
it's very, I just like to follow what everyone's brain goes to. I'm obsessed with conspiracy theories because I love
Yeah,
learning how everyone's brain created these wild stories.
yeah,
So I'm here for it. I'm here for every theory. But it is just very wild what keeps coming out, being like, wait, what? What
yeah,
is happening?
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I'm very curious to see in a couple months' time when hopefully something has been brought to light, whatever that is, whatever the
Like,
truth is.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Like
what the fuck?
it is actually like fucked, but like actually what because the last two pictures are completely doctored. Even the one
Yeah.
of her in the vehicle is completely doctored.
Is it really? I didn't know
Yes,
that.
because they found an image of her at an event and her face is the exact same. Like
Oh my
there's just
God,
no way that this
wild.
is a coincidence that it happens to fit again.
Yeah.
Like,
Why? Like that's the thing is like,
yeah.
why not just say she's recovering and she's just still
Hmm.
not good? But even
Exactly.
then, I guess that still poses
Yeah. And like the
suspicion.
driving in the car picture when it's like her and her mom, I'm like, that is Pippa's face. That's Pippa. That's her
Oh,
sister Pippa.
really?
There's no, I've got no doubt in my brain. And like
Scandalous.
when she's sitting with the kids and her arms wrapped around there, I'm like, okay, that woman is
Yeah,
like thin as fuck
yeah,
and is not wearing her rings. I'm like, there's no, I mean, not saying that Kate isn't thin, like she's extremely thin as well, but then that
yeah.
opens up
Because
the
she's a
doors
runner
of
and
the
stuff. Yeah,
ED. No, like, well, yes, it's the runner, but also like, yeah. So, anyways,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways,
Anyways,
so
that is one of the many
so
loopholes that I like to
tralala.
dive
This is
into.
what are the things that we're definitely just, always chatting.
But I think we should do an episode in the future about conspiracy theories because they are
Yeah.
wild. And like there are so
Yes.
many different types. And so if that is something that is of interest to anybody, let us know. I also would like to do
Yeah.
an episode on like if anyone has any good ghost stories that have happened to them. I'm also here
Yeah.
for that. If you guys want to submit maybe a story or even be on,
I would love that. That'd be so
I would
much
love
fun.
that. I love a good dark story. So,
Yes, I do too.
all right. So
Okay,
Jessica, you
back
got
to
it?
my, yep, I'm
Yeah.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
so when I first was like, where do I even begin with this kind of like, weather witches? So, of course, good pal Google.
Mhm.
I kind of just like typed in a couple keywords just to see what come up. Now I did get quite a bit, right? What I was expecting to come up was not what I got. Anyways, okay, so let's start like way back when. So we're gonna start in 1815 AD. In the Agobard of Lyon. Yes. So there was this gentleman who worked on a tempestari. So that was like the original word for weather making magicians. So who dwell in a common place and possess the power to raise or prevent storms at will. So they like started to gain this reputation as being like a weather witch or wizard, right? Like a conductor of the weather, right? So he could create something from nothing. And because he was, so powerful in this sense, he was, respected, he was feared, and he was hated in a lot of these areas as well. So
Mhm.
this specific person um really like set a name for himself in here as like being like not godlike, but um people definitely treated him more godly than he probably should have been, right? So he some conspiracy or some had thought that he had like gained this power from the devil, and he could use this kind of stuff, this power, for good or for bad, right? And so he at the end of his like kind of reign here, it did come out that he was a servant of God, he was a Christian, he was not a witch, because he was against witches doing all these little things anyways. But so I thought that was really neat. I was like, oh, okay, so this goes back like way back, right? Of
Mhm.
course, we're dabbling in the realm of rainmaking as well. So like now that we know that like manipulating the weather is something that, people have been doing for years and years and years, okay, well, what are some ways that we can do that? Right. So in the ritual sense here, again, I was like, oh, well, rainmaking, like that's a dance, which is correct. Obviously starting back in like, in North America, we have, our First Nations people and they do like, a dance for the creator, it's which it's funny because I wasn't too sure if it was like a pleading dance, but it's actually more of like a like they're asking for the gods to cleanse the earth, and it's also like a celebration. So it's like, yeah, I found a quote here. So it's a ceremonial dance performed by Native American dancers, or not American. I always say Native American, but like they're not all American anyways. But you know what I mean? Like
Right.
first,
Yeah. Indigenous?
indigenous is a great word. Indigenous
Yeah.
dancers, in order to
Yeah.
summon spirits of the gods to cleanse the earth with rain. The approval of the spirits ensured that crops would grow and the entire tribe would be sustained with food thereof. Rain was also a symbol of forgiveness. So it's kind of like a plead and the sign being
I
rain.
like
So
that. Yeah.
now that's just in the indigenous sense of it. But again, all over the world, there are, versions of a rain dance, like in Africa. Like African societies do this as well.
Yeah.
So again, for sustaining their animals and their crops and everything like that.
Mhm.
Um, there's a famous rain-making monarch. She's called the Rain Queen of Balube. Belobedu,
Ooh,
sorry. Anyways, so but known for, this art of creating rain.
neat.
Um, North America does have some, but I don't have many names to mention here. In China, that they do this as well, a sacrificial rain dance. So this is they dance with the ring of fire, and basically the sweat that's produced from there
Mhm.
is like the symbol for like summoning rain. Anyways, and then throughout Europe as well. So obviously we've kind of talked a little bit about what was that, the medieval times and stuff like that. But yeah, over in in Europe as well, there's a few different spots where they do this kind of water flowing stone, like again, calling upon like the water to arrive. So I thought that was really neat because it wasn't just like, on our side of the world, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Neat.
Have I lost you yet?
No,
Okay,
there's just lots
cool.
of information, but it's
It's so
just,
much information, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't know if anybody's into this, but I'm fucking into it. Anyways.
yeah,
So then I was like, okay, well, that's really super cool. Like, other ways that we could do this. And I feel quite called to this as well. Because I don't know if you've ever like, I don't know. I've always felt like a very connected person to the elements in that sense, where I'm like,
I definitely feel that as well
uh,
for you.
yeah. Um, and I found this girl who talks about like her familiar history with this and like the term, whether witching or, whether magic and, how you can kind of incorporate it. And
Mhm.
she brought up some really amazing kind of things. Is like, oh, what is this? What is that? Calling up a wind or whistling up a wind. And I'm going to quote her. Her name is Storm Born Witch. Her name is Maricel. I can't remember. She's in
Oh,
Australia. So this is the
neat.
quote here. So it's a common form of weather magic that's been practiced for hundreds of years. Depending on the pitch and the tone of the whistle, a witch can
Mhm.
create a gentle breeze or a sharp gust of wind. Traditionally, if the skill of whistling up a wind does not come naturally to you, the option of making a wind whistle out of a willow or alder tree is available. So in
Mm,
Australia, where she is, whistling up wind is probably the most common form of magic that this specific person does. But calling
interesting.
up by using certain tones.
Yeah.
So, which I was like, oh my God, like I whistle all the second time, and I when I was silent, like I'd done this, maybe not like consciously, but I'm like, oh, I should do this more often. But anyways, I thought
Which
that
is
was
so
super.
funny you say that because you obviously haven't heard about the urban legends of whistling.
Well, yes, because I whistle all the time, and I'm like, oh, it's bad luck to whistle inside, and
And
it's
it's bad
bad
luck
luck
to
to
whistle
whistle
at
out
night.
at night or in the woods. Yeah,
Yeah.
because yeah. So I mean, we need an urban legend episode, I think, for sure.
Ooh, I would love that. That is my shit right
Have we
there.
done urban legends? I thought we did do some like
I don't think
stuff.
so.
I know we did
No,
last
because
season.
no, we didn't, Jessica,
Yeah,
because I
we
would have,
did.
no, we didn't, Jessica.
Yeah, we did.
No,
I'm
we
sure we
didn't.
did like
No,
I'm sure we did to some
I
capacity.
100%, I 100% know that we didn't. I'm gonna double check right now.
You're gonna lie. You're lying right
I'm
now.
gonna lie. I'm gonna
You're gonna
lie, she
lie.
says. I'm gonna
You know what?
lie.
I'm gonna find out.
I'm
Our
looking at our list of things and
I'm
like, fucking
actually
hell.
you know what? I'm even doing one better. I'm looking at our actual episode list.
That's fine. Go for it.
And you know
I'm
what?
still gonna be right.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
No, I'm right.
Welcome to having a
Always.
sister. Okay.
Oh, am I right?
Nope.
She's so lucky. She's a star.
Where's my other half of my I have like one what the fuck? I have one page of all of our episodes. Where's
Alice's.
the rest of the episodes?
I swear to God, we did one. Maybe we
I
mentioned
promise
it
you we
in
didn't.
there. Spirit
We
animals?
probably oh here we
No.
go. Okay, so let's see here. Benefits.
Guys, we're super well organized. I don't know if you realize that. Welcome to our great, great
Nope. We
episode.
did not. There is no urban legends.
No, but like, so okay, well, we're gonna do it.
I'm
Write it down.
sure I'm going to write it down right. I'm sure that we have referenced being like, ooh, in this urban legend, but okay,
Uh-huh.
so we need ghost stories,
Stories. Urban
urban
legends.
legends, and conspiracies.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Okay, cool. All right, so
Yeah,
back
I'm
to
here
me
for
now.
it.
Okay, so yes, whistling up a storm, really cool. Storm casting is another one. Okay, and I really loved her description of this as well. So
Mhm,
storm casting is the art of creating storms. So again, this Maricel has kind of gone over what her family's tradition is
mhm,
or what they've done to do it. So because there's a few different ways of doing it, the method used by her family is to fill a jug with water and while sitting outside or facing a window, pour the water into the basin from the jug. So you can do it into a basin or a bowl. So dip the tip of your pointer finger into the water and slowly make 5 clockwise circles in the water.
okay.
So you can also use a pendant necklace. I would use a pendulum, I think is probably what I would use. Um, but you're making those circles with the intention to call the wind in to bring a storm. Okay, so again,
Wow.
clockwise is circling it in. So
Mhm.
you also want to be whistling on a continuously low note. So like a something like lower on the octaves.
Okay.
The sound of wind over the mouth of the glass bottle as well. So like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, so if you wanted to like blow on a bottle like a jug or
Yeah.
whatever, that would work too.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool then. Neat.
Yeah, so that would be to call in. That's like storm casting. But now, of course, then what do you do when you need to stop a storm? If you're wanting like me, I'm like, fuck, I want Colin to go on this fucking field trip. How do I do it? Right. So
Yes, exactly.
so there's different ways of what they would call is dispersing,
Okay.
binding or catching, and then preventing as well. So to disperse, it's like to so if you know like one, like say the eye of the storm is coming right at you. So what this dispersing would do is to minimize the effects in your area, to disperse, like to basically spread it out. So gradually kind of lower, like drawing out the pressure over further distances. So it's not just like one direct hit, you're like spreading it out. So it's still gonna hit, but it's not gonna be
Mm.
as strong.
Mhm.
Um, then binding, storm catching, which would be like involving catching the storm and binding it with an object. So more often than not, in this case, they would use like a braid or like a knot, and then they would catch it in like a bottle with a seal or like a cap.
Oh,
And then again, that you've caught it, it would be like you'd want to slowly release it over, the week's time once it's like fully dissipated, because you've caught it, and then you should release it, right? Because what is the good is in there. And then ways to stop a storm. So this is also called like cutting a stone or storm, sorry. So this one obviously is a little bit more in depth, and the way that they're doing it, or that they recommend, is actually incorporating some of the weather symbols that we would use in meteorology. Like when you see on the news, you see all these symbols, or like in the paper, what does it all mean? Now, I don't know what these symbols are actually even called. Abbreviations, cloud abbreviations, I don't even know. But she mentioned creating a sigil out of them, and I was like, of course, like we use like the rune calendars or the rune alphabet to make our sigils a lot of the time here, but you could use this, like the weather symbols, in the same capacity to manifest or dissipate, or to add that kind of extra oomph to, yeah, to your
I
magic.
like it.
Yeah.
Amazing. So what are you gonna do?
Well,
What's
okay,
your plan?
I haven't fully decided yet, because again, I'm not calling in anything. I because I can like candle magic is my, like my natural kind of like my
That's your
comfort zone.
go-to. Yeah, I would
Exactly.
definitely say
I
you're the most
definitely,
connected.
yeah, I think I'll definitely be doing some candle magic. And now because he's going on Tuesday, that's the
Mhm.
19th. So I'm off on Sunday, so I'll probably do it on Sunday. Um, Although let's just check the moon cycle really quick here. Moon phase, because I don't live in that world where I know it all. Da, da, da,
Okay,
da.
one day.
Moon phase today. It's a waxing crescent. Okay, so it is getting bigger. So I would want to call in the good weather. That's what I'm going to call in.
All right. I
All
like it.
right. Because it's getting bigger. We want more of it. Okay, cool. So that was that. Okay, so now fun facts. This is all the fun, so many more fun facts that I've got here.
I'm here for it.
Um,
I'm here for all of
she posted two different like spells of sorts on here.
it. Okay.
So the first one being, it's called a rain energy spell. So this one, again, she's like, I really enjoyed this website. So I'm definitely going to have to like dig into her a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
But
Maybe even
so
see if she's available to be on the podcast.
literally I'm like, oh, she's Australian. Like, yeah, we can fucking do that. Right.
We've made it work before, Brita.
Exactly. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so a simple cell to make you energetic when it's raining, or to store energy of the rain in your body for use later in the day or in your craft. So all you'll need is a rainy day and your voice.
All
So look
right.
at the rain through your window and focus on it while it sorry, focus, I can't talk. This is what I mean. Look at the rain through your window and focus on its sound for a while. When you feel calm and cozy, say, rain cleanse me, rain come to me, rain empower me, and you're done.
Ooh.
So again, this is one of those like manifesting that you can like you bring in with the power of your speech, right? I probably would like go stand out in the rain, honestly, because I'm like,
Yeah.
that's like a grounding space for me, is like rain. Um, so that's what I would do. But mhm. Yeah, so I thought that was really cool. And then this other one that I thought you would really like, Brittany. It's
Okay, I'm here
called
for
a
it.
storm witch's power bath.
Ooh,
I know. So
what does that mean? Can I do it
so
in the hot tub?
yeah, probably not, but I mean, it's
Okay.
something that it's like a soap, right? So all you'll need some candles, storm water or rainwater,
Mhm.
filtered seawater, which is also, it doesn't have to be handy, but like, uh, obviously I live near the sea, so I'd be able to do it. But if you don't have seawater handy, then you can just use double amount of storm water. So just get a lot of
Oh,
rainwater.
okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Cinnamon, star anise, rosemary, thyme, a
What's star
scrap.
anise?
Star anise is like it's almost like clove, but
Oh,
it's
okay.
a herb.
Okay.
A scrap of fabric and thread. So assemble your cinnamon, star anise, rosemary, thyme in a scrap of fabric, and with your string, fashion a sachet. So just like tie it around.
Mhm.
So this is going to hang from the faucet while the bath water is being drawn. Light candles and let the flames spark your creativity and your passion. While your
Mm.
bath is running, add a small amount of storm water or seawater and seawater to give yourself that little extra oomph. Focus on drawing in the heat from the bath and the light of the candles, the scent of the herbs. Bathe as normal. So it's just a
Mm.
really good kind of, again, you want to bring in the cleanness, you want to bring in the light, you want to bring in the fresh scents of the herbs.
I like that. That's really cool.
Yeah. So I thought that was really neat. I was like, oh, little
Super.
bath bombs. Like sounds like a great gift
Mm.
idea.
Ooh,
Here's a
shall we
witch.
make some while you're here?
Oh, a storm witch's power bath. I fucking love that. Let's do it.
I feel like that'd be super
Yeah,
perfect.
I should bring some Irish rainwater.
Yeah, you should. I don't know how you're gonna do that, but yeah, you should.
Don't know. Don't know how I'm gonna do that, but
Depends on how much is required for stormwater or seawater.
it doesn't say. It just says like as I would say as much as you can, right? But like
So if you
there's
have
no
if you so that in your luggage, then you
Mhm.
should get like those like little travel bottles and like bring like 8 of them of
Exactly of just
seawater. And
yeah,
then we will just figure it out from here.
exactly. Yeah.
Because then they have those cute little bottles that we can put rainwater in and then we're good to go.
Exactly. Yeah. I've got
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
like
those.
it. Done and done. We're
Dun
gonna
dun
have those
dun.
ready for you.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a
So
giveaway.
yeah. So
Mhm.
that was like my super exciting like day. I was like, oh, I'm gonna definitely do some fucking witchy shit and make sure that the day is nice and bright and clean and everybody's happy.
Amazing. I like
Yeah.
this.
I know
Yeah,
it's
what a
different,
great
eh?
idea. It's so different, but I like it a lot. It's cool. I'm so excited to see what people will do with it. We haven't had rain in Saskatoon for a while.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say that. We've had like freezing rain, but it's harder to
Freezing.
catch because it obviously, and it's been
Yeah.
so nice outside that everything's like slowly
Yeah.
melting. So it's just kind of like a big giant mess
Yeah.
right now.
But if you have any like clean snow like in your house or like or not in your house but like around it, it's good
Mhm.
to collect that as well. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's
Like
true.
that's
It is
still like
true.
something very cleansing. I actually when before
Mhm.
we moved, I had some snow water in our freezer.
Oh, that's adorable. I should
What?
probably do that then. I'm sure I've got a container or two that I could fill up with clean snow because
Yeah,
we haven't
right?
had as many rabbits outside, so that's nice.
That is nice. Like
Mhm.
anything off like that's obviously not yellow or not like dirty. But
Yeah,
you could
not
always
covered in like
boil it
wood.
as well. Do you know what I
That's
mean?
true.
If you really wanted to purify it. But like it's
Hmm.
natural as it comes, right?
I like
So
it. I may have to
just
do that. I'm
yeah.
not the type to remember to do moon water because I would forget about it in the morning and then it'd be like sun water and I'd be like, fuck.
Not that,
So, but
yeah.
I
Yeah,
but I could do the snow water. I like
exactly. And
that.
my tip for moon water is like place it in a window that is gonna get the latter half of the moon, Jamie, or like the top to that latter half, so that it's sitting in the shade in the morning. So you're not like that's what
That's a
I
good
do. Cause
idea.
I also am like, oh my God, I'm gonna like,
Well, and one question I've always had is
yeah,
when it comes to creating moon water,
yeah,
how long should your container be in the moonlight before it is considered moon water?
overnight, like or whatever. Like if
So
I
like a
remembered,
minimum 5 hours?
oh yeah, I mean I just like, yeah, oh yeah. Like some nights I go to bed at like if go to bed just before midnight, I'm like, oh, I'll just fill up
Yeah.
a jug quick and I'll throw it in the window. I'll
Yeah.
make sure that like, it gets charged or whatever. And then in the
Yeah.
morning, I mean, I'm up with the kids at 7 and I'm like, okay, I best put it away. But that's
Yeah.
just my nights. Do you know what I mean? But I would say anytime, again, it's the intention, Brittany, right? Like it's
I
not
know. I just thought about it being like maybe I'll do like a full moon water like when the moon at this time it's still I guess it comes up pretty early. So if I put it like from 8 till midnight, then I can bring it
totally.
in and not have to worry about it. So
Yeah,
fun
absolutely.
fact is a little tip for moon water if you are struggling like me. Okay, so
Exactly.
what we're gonna do now is we are going to jump right into cards
Yeah,
because I'm
let's
sure
do
we've
it.
gone over it.
Oh, I have no idea. Probably pretty close. See, and I'm like, oh, what are we going to talk about? Everything. We're going to
Yeah.
talk about
It's like
everything.
laughable how we're just like, we don't have a plan. That's okay. Spirit does.
Just kidding. It's exactly like, oh, we'll just talk about, this, that, the other thing.
Yeah, and look how much we've accomplished in one episode.
Exactly, yeah.
Love it. That's good.
Also, I was gonna say, like,
Holy shit,
oh
a
yeah.
card just literally flew out.
Oh, there you go. You do you.
All right. Okay, so I guess I'm going first.
Yeah.
I'm pulling from my Archangel Power Tarot cards,
Very
like
good.
normal, because I love it. So, ooh, it's so fun considering the portal being self-reflection and transformation. I have the King of Michael, which is principled, rational, ambitious, and respected. Wisdom and objectivity are important right now. Stay in your integrity, a situation that calls for honest and open communication.
Very good. Okay.
So I'm just going to do a deep dive here
Yeah.
real fast.
I was just gonna say really quick here, we finished filming our series on Wednesday. So it's wrapped. Now it's all editing and
Ooh, so
potentially I
stay
might have to do
tuned.
a
There's going to
couple.
be.
Yeah, I might have to do a couple voiceover stuffs, but otherwise I'm done filming.
Oh, it's so
Uh,
exciting. I'm hoping there's going to be more opportunities for that.
I hope so
And
too.
if you don't know what Jessica's talking about, she works with the ghost of,
Oh,
oh
Sarah.
shoot. So
Okay.
yeah, of our amazing, one of our first guests, I believe.
Yeah, Anthony Kerrigan and his like crew. I'm part of his crew now. I'm gonna be on their website soon.
Oh, that's
But
amazing.
yeah, so we are filming a series and it's called Phantasm Collective, and we've got 3 episodes filmed, and it'll be
Nice.
out on a few different streaming services for sure in like in September, October time, and then
Nice.
potentially on like some other bigger
Some
ones, but we
platforms.
aren't
Maybe
sure
we should
yet.
get
We're
them
not.
to put it on Tubi because
It
you can get
actually
Tubi.
it's going to be on Plux, I think, and potentially
Oh,
like it'll be available in Canada and North America. So I'll let you know when I know.
wicked. Look at you,
And I
movie
know.
star. Am I surprised? Nah.
No.
Okay, so King of Michael. Do with situations. Speak your mind with confidence. This situation calls for honest and open communication. If you're uncertain of what to do, then hire an expert. While wisdom and objectivity are important now, don't forget to weigh the emotional aspects of the situation. Make sure your actions are of the highest integrity. So this card surrounding people. A person who commands great respect and is known for being completely fair. Someone who communicates very professionally, principled, rational, ambitious, and diplomatic. Additional meanings are equality, getting right to the point, someone who may be emotionally unavailable.
Oh
Interesting.
my goodness. I literally was thinking about therapy today
Were
because I'm like
you?
literally I'm like so stuck right now. Like I feel like
Oh,
blocked in every this is what I mean. Like I don't feel witchy.
yeah,
I don't know anything about anything right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know.
yeah,
I'm just kind of floating along. I feel very
yeah.
blocked. And I'm like, oh, I need somebody that's just gonna like help me get through it. Do you know what I mean? And like a good
Yeah.
friend of mine just started therapy as well. And she's like, I'm gonna become a better person. I'm gonna figure it out. Like it's not about becoming a better person, but it's like I need somebody to help me figure out the answers and like help me open up these blockages anyways. So it's not
Hmm.
always like a magical thing. Sometimes it's like I just need to talk to
Yeah.
somebody who's like
Just
totally
can connect with
unbiased,
you.
right?
Well,
Yeah.
our counselor that you and I have gone to, she
Yeah.
is just virtual now, so you
Oh,
could
she
get
is
anytime.
just virtual now? Oh, I didn't
Hmm.
realize. Oh, absolutely. Okay, well,
Hmm.
that's really good. I like only saw her once and I cried the entire time and then I was medicated. So,
Yeah, but that's the
I
thing.
would
She
call
brought
that
in a huge
successful.
difference for you
She did.
within one session.
Well, I showed up and cried. I was like,
No, and
hi.
that's okay. Yep. And this counselor that we're talking about too, like I had gone to a psychologist for months before, and then I found this counselor, and within one session, she was able to tell me more in one session about
Yeah,
what I was going through and why, um, in one session versus like 8 from the psychologist. And I was like,
that's
oh,
crazy. Yeah. Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry. What?
Right. Squeeze me.
I
I actually should definitely do that because I'm like, I need
think that'd be
some.
awesome.
It's not that I'm like in a depressive state. Do you know what I mean? It's just like I'm
Mhm.
so stuck that
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I don't even know what I want to do. I have no passion to do
Yeah.
anything because there's
Yeah.
just like nothing, there's nothing driving me in some parts of my life right now. So anywho,
Totally.
overshare, but
Well, there you
also
go.
whatever.
Ah, we're
It
not
does.
a stranger to
What?
TMI.
What? Yeah, exactly. So
We're all friends here.
right, exactly. You came for a reason.
Exactly.
Yes. So I love that card was definitely for me, but I hope other people took it as well. I'm gonna do the Oracle of the Roses. It's by Sherilyn Darcy. And yeah, I don't think I've done this one on the podcast, but I've had it a while.
I feel like you've done it once, but it was probably when you first got that deck, because it's
Yeah,
a
it's
deck that you've
like
had in the wings for a while. And I feel
it's
like there would have been like maybe once that you pulled from
once
it.
maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
So let's see here. Collective read.
I like it. I
Okay.
love a good read.
I do love a good read. Okay. Okay. Let's have a little look. Oh, it is the ancestor, the Cherokee
Mm,
Rose. So I'm just gonna read my little thing here.
pretty. Bit
Yeah,
pretty.
it's pretty. Let's see here. Okay. So the oracle meaning of this card is, okay, let's see here. Show you there. So the beginning, the ending, the space between worlds is the place to find the essence of what it is to be you and where you might find answers that better align with the core of your beliefs. This may be an ending, but in all completions comes the chance to set forth once again. This is an indication or affirmation that your intuitive feelings are leading you in the right direction. The ancestor leaves the gifts of their experience in the DNA of time for us to discover and work with, so that we may in turn leave something of worth and a thin layer of truth in our view. So the ethnobotanical archetype exploration. Oh, this is like a whole. I
Mm.
never. I do read this book, but not often. Where and who did I come from, and what influences does it have on me today? Some botanical notes about this as well. Native
Mm.
to China and the parts of Asia, the Cherokee rose was introduced to North America in the 18th century. The name comes from the connection with the Cherokee First Nations people. Also, oh my goodness. Okay, anyways. Um, okay, anyways. So the First Nations people who planted it widely throughout their travels. It became a symbol of the Trail of Tears, the forced relocation of the Cherokee in 1800s. This rose attains its height of 6 to 20 foot, and a width of 3 to 6 feet. It prefers full sun, can tolerate semi-shade for part of the day, and needs soil that is rich, loomy, and well draining. Flowers late spring to early summer. Just a fun fact. But the
Mm.
plant energies, sorry, I know there's a little bit more. The meanings and uses of this flower are wisdom, unconscious, memory, understanding, and influence. The deities around this are Athena, Titan, Jarido, Wens, and Neith. And the astrological sign is Scorpio. There you go.
Oh,
Fun fact.
love. So what was that from there that you're just like
Oh no, just like I mean, well,
connecting back to
the
the indigenous?
recollection, the indigenous mentioned there as well, but like the call on ancestors as well, because like the articles that I pulled from today was it's all like ancestral.
Yeah,
It's
it's true.
this the family of witches, and like what I had thought about as well as what's that thing called, the Farmer's Almanac.
Oh
Almanac. And they're
yeah.
like, oh, like, obviously whether they go by the term witches or not, it's like, oh, but like it's definitely a
But it
belief in
is
this.
kind of
It's definitely a like,
influencing.
oh, well, this is what should happen. It is about tracking it.
It's true. I
And
love
like,
that.
even like the calls for early spring, or you know, um, what is it, red sky at night, sailor's
It's if
delight,
it's
or something like that, or
pink, so it's pink sky at night,
yeah.
sailor's delight, pink sky in the morning is sailor's morning.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, oh, it's like all like, it does base itself on some of these stuff. It's like, oh, well, oh, they
Mhm.
always said if this happened, then this would happen. And a lot of the times it does work out that
That's
way.
right.
So
Yeah, like
whether
the whole term with the in like a lion, out like a lamb when it comes to summer or sorry, winter to spring.
exactly, yeah. Yeah. So
Mhm.
it's like, yeah, I just think it's
I love it. That's so
all the
funny.
things. It's all connected, right? Whether it's like
Yeah.
weather specific related to like as simple as a rain dance, and what we, on face value think of, like to the deeper
Hmm.
meanings, and how big this chapter could be, right? I know
Yeah,
we talked about
exactly.
types of witches in the past, and it was like, oh, I know we never talked about weather witches.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah,
neat. I love it.
yeah.
Sweet. Okay, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
And we've
man.
got again
Thanks.
2 more amazing episodes your way. So we are so
Yes.
pumped. If you haven't already, go on our Instagram,
Yeah.
submit your
Submit your
question to be talked about
questions.
for our last one. Again, it can
Yep.
be anonymous. It doesn't have to be anonymous if you don't
Yep.
care.
Yep.
But we would love to fill up that episode with some beautiful questions so we can get you some wonderful answers.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah,
So
there's only
Jessica,
2 more episodes left. Oh my God.
I know
I'm
of
so
season
excited.
2. So where can everybody find us?
Well, you can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Basic Banter for Witches, or you may email us at basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com. And I like seriously, if you've got anything you want to share on the podcast and you want us to
Mhm.
read it, and send it
Yeah.
in. If you want
Yeah.
to be on our podcast, just let us
Mhm.
know. If you want to send a
Absolutely.
voice note and you want us to play it, we can do that too. Just
Yeah.
let us know. We fucking love it, man.
We're here for it all, man. We love it. If there's anyone that you can find you're following on any social media that you're like, I want to learn more about them,
Yeah.
literally just like send us their profile or whatever, and we
Yeah.
will do all the hard work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
into it.
Wicked. Okay, well, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody.
Britt.
Thanks, Jess.
Thanks, B. Love you. And we'll
Love
see
you
you
too. And
guys.
if you do remember that you want to do the New Earth Expo today,
Yes.
March 16th,
March
just
16th.
give me a shout and I'll get you a ticket.
Saskatoon.
Shashkatoon. Anyways,
Saskatoon. Okay.
thanks,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
We'll see
Love
you
ya.
later. Bye bye now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye.
bye now.